Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah and I'm so glad that you're joining me today. I'm going to be sharing with you how to make veggie stock from your food scraps. And if you're anyone like me who hates waste, then this is perfect for you. It's essentially free, this stock, because you've already bought the food to eat it and you're just using the scraps to make stock. So it's really economical, it's fantastic for low budget and low waste, and if you're trying to be kind of more that way minded, then this is great. So basically what you're going to do is when you're preparing your food, you're going to be keeping your scraps for a veggie stock and putting them in your freezer. So I have a bag that you can use, a Ziploc bag, or I have some green like biodegradable bags that I put my waste into. But not all food scraps are the same as far as veggie stock is concerned. So there are some vegetables that are recommended for a veggie stock and some that are not. So the main ones that are really good is onions and onion skins, like the ends of onions, onion skin, that gives it a really like depth or color to your veggie stock. Things like carrots, carrot peels, celery, like those are the three main, like celery, carrot and onion. Then you can add in things like garlic and leek, which is in the onion family. It says not to use potato or potato skins because they're too starchy, but I have included some potato skins in my veggie stock. Things like mushrooms, you can use like herbs like bay leaves, thyme, rosemary, coriander seeds. I don't put salt in my veggie stock because I like to flavor my dishes that I'm making with salt separately. So my veggie stock does not have salt in it. And so those types of vegetables are perfect for veggie stock. So when you're making your recipes, just save those and put them in a freezer bag and put them in the freezer, and that can keep up to 6 months. And once that bag becomes full, that's when you can make your veggie stock. So other things are like capsicum and tomato skins and seeds and stuff like that. The things that are not recommended for a veggie stock are your cruciferous vegetables, so your Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, broccoli, beets, which is not cruciferous, but those types of vegetables are too strong in their flavor for a veggie stock. They tend to overpower them. That's what I've heard anyway. I haven't actually myself tried it. So the beets give it a not very nice color. So don't use those scraps if you don't want to have like an overpowering flavor. I've heard also they make it bitter, like the broccoli and the cauliflower. Funnily enough though, the veggie stock that I'm using today, I did chop off a broccoli stem, like the big stalk, and I'm using it. So we'll see, I'll test out the theory if that is actually true. So once you have all your veggies in the freezer bag that's built up over a month or however long it takes you to fill the bag, then you can go ahead to prepare your veggie stock. Now that you've got your food scraps, all you need to do is get a really big pot and you're going to put everything into that pot. So today I'm going to be adding some bay leaves to the pot, and this is obviously not my food scraps, so I'm just adding a little extra here to add the depth of flavor. I'm also going to be adding in some coriander seed and also turmeric, like the turmeric root. I've just cut it in half. You could also use the powder form, but I'm going to be using the root today. Then you're just going to simply add all your scraps, all your vegetable peelings into the pot. Once you've added all your vegetables into the pot, and I actually had a lot of food scraps that I've been saving. I think it's been at least 6 months since I started saving these. It was a bit big, so I just had to push it down, but you're just going to cover it with water, and I'm using filtered water, so I had to fill up the jug a few times to fill up the pot to cover everything. So once you've covered everything with water, then you're just going to push it down, make sure it's all nice, and then you're going to turn on your stove and start simmering and boiling away the food scraps. So you want to do this for at least 30 minutes minimum. It would be better to do it for 45 minutes to an hour to really release all those flavors and nutrients into the water. Once it's been simmering for 30 to 45 minutes, then you're simply going to get a colander or a strainer to strain all the food scraps out from the liquid. And the liquid that's left is going to be your veggie stock. And so you can put this in some jars and store it in the fridge. And when you need it, you just go in there and grab it and use it as a normal stock. And so it's just great to have on hand a way to, very economical and, adding stock to your soups or stews or just sauteing it. I like to use it as instead of oil to saute my onions and garlic or whatever I'm making, just in a little bit of a veggie stock. It just adds that like depth of richness of flavor to your dish that you wouldn't otherwise have. So I highly recommend that you try this method out of making your own veggie stock at home with food scraps. It's so easy. It's just so cool that you can do this from food scraps. So please, if you enjoyed this video and learned something that you want to try out, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more from me on my channel. Also, I'd love to hear from you. So if you can comment in the comment section below if you've done this before, what food scraps that you tend to use, or if there's another way that what you like to add to your veggie stock. Please let me know, because I'm always open to more ideas and I'd love to hear from you as well. So until next time, I'll see you then.